Hey, Mr. David Austin, sound it again. Arsenal have reached full Julian Timber agreement. Mr. Fabrizio Romano, sound it again. Julian Timber to Arsenal. Here we go. Guys, I never see any other day in this summer transfer window that is going to really elevate, excite Arsenal fans like the day of today, because yesterday night, here we go, of Declan Rice was pronounced, and today, here we go, of Julian Timber has been pronounced. The story first broken by David Austin, then approved by Fabrizio Romano, and here we go, obviously seeing Arsenal fans all covered in total joy, because these two deals were really so much onto the heads of every Arsenal fan all over the world. For this, let's smash 500 likes on this video as we welcome Julian Timber to Arsenal. Everything has been done and dusted. Remember, when I was bringing you the medical story of Declan Rice, I told you that if the Declan Rice deal is over the line, then that of Julian Timber to Arsenal is a piece of cake, and I anticipated a here we go today if I told you watch the previous video that we did at the beginning of the day. And now it's official. It's a here we go. Full Julian Timber agreement reached between Arsenal and Ajax, and obviously this is the channel, the Arsenal News Show. It is. We are talking Julian Timber. We are talking some good news concerning Reiss Nelson. He's right now at London Colney putting pen to paper to his contract for New Year contract, and Nwaneri has just put pen paper to contract. Guys, four deals done in a space of like 10 hours. Arsenal have gone ahead to show us the level of really getting their primary targets as far as this transfer window is concerned. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. And go ahead into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now, today morning, Fabrizio Romano first dropped us a huge hint about Julian Timber. I said, let me clarify that Timber only wanted Arsenal and only wants Arsenal, so he's really desperate to join. He's convinced that this is the perfect project for him and for his future. He was onto the court, offside, the debrief program, and obviously he said that. Now, Jacobs Ben went ahead and threw in a confirmation that Julian Timber will be next in for Arsenal after Declan Rice, as revealed an agreement in principle has been in place between Ajax and Arsenal for days. Timber expected to undergo medical in the coming days if all goes to plan. Now, after all those, and I was planning to bring you these two stories that I've just gone ahead to read, and as I scroll down my feed, David Austin threw in the boom, and it read, Arsenal have reached a full agreement with Ajax to sign Julian Timber for a fee of £34.3 million plus £4.3 million in largely realistic bonuses. Timber has been granted permission to undergo medical and finalize personal terms with Arsenal. That is David Austin throwing it in. And guess what Fabrizio Romano went on to say? This is what he dropped in after minutes of David Austin breaking the very huge story. But we all want to hear this. Here we go. We always want to see Austin and Fabrizio coming at the same time, giving us the completion of a deal like those of Declan Rice, Julian Timber, and so on and so forth. Now, Fabrizio came in through and told us that after Declan Rice, Arsenal complete also Timber deal as expected, never been in a doubt. Direct call today to agree on 40 million euros deal plus 5 million euros easy add-ons. Timber will sign until June 2028, and he only wanted Arsenal. Super excited about the project. Here we go. That is exactly what Arsenal fans want to hear. That it's a here we go for Julian Timber. After sounding a here we go last night for Declan Rice, it's another here we go for Julian Timber. And I anticipate that he's going to travel to London to undergo his medical at the London Colney, and if all goes well, tomorrow is a Thursday, he might be in London, undergo his medical, and we might see what we call a double presentation of these players, with Declan Rice and Julian Timber coming in through at the very first time. And when did Arsenal last unveil two players at once? I don't even recall, because I'm not a real fan of Arsenal, but I really know those big deals that Arsenal have gone ahead to announce, but I anticipate that there is a day Arsenal has ever gone ahead to unveil 2 players at once. And we might anticipate this because Declan Rice's medical is on Friday. We don't know when the medical of Julian Timber is going to happen. And I was asking myself, why have they gone ahead to schedule Declan Rice's medical on Friday, yet we are having today and Thursday, meaning that Thursday might be for Julian Timber to undergo his medical at London Conley, such that he gets unveiled on Friday, and Declan Rice medical on Friday, and gets unveiled on Saturday. And I think that might be the criteria for the club of Arsenal. But the intent of Arsenal getting in these 3 signings before even they travel to Germany for their first preseason game against Nuremberg shows you how they are ready to attack the season. They are not convinced with how Man City came in through and really hijacked that trophy of them, and they wanted to attack the transfer window in the best way possible, not even the better, not even the good, but the best way possible, to see to it that they face Man City when they are fully charged. And when you look at the weapons they've gone ahead to add onto their arsenal or to their armory, guys, those 3 signings really send a message to Pep Guardiola that next season is not going to be an easy season when it comes to Arsenal. Why? You anticipate Arsenal to start off as they started last season, right? And they are not going to really implode this time around because they've added players to their squad as they lacked what we call a real bench when it mattered most at the final bend of the season. And now, if you're having Julian Timber, even if Saliba gets an injury, Timber will come in through, or Ben White will switch into the right side of the central defense and Julian Timber will go ahead and really play as a right back. When Thomas Partey gets an injury, Declan Rice is there. There is Kai Havertz, a player that can come off the bench and obviously change the game. And Kai Havertz gives Mikel Arteta the luxury to bench Bukayo Saka sometimes and obviously do some good rotation to start Kai Havertz into his position. So those 3 signings are really so much important for the club of Arsenal, and whoever's not going to hate to really study them well, look out on what Arteta is going to be next season. I warn you, I support Man United, but when you look at this season so far, no one has done business like Arsenal. Well, that's it. A team that finished second to go ahead and really sign 3 players for £210 million is not a joke. It's a message signing, it's a message sending signing all move to Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man City, and whoever thinks that they are going to win the trophy. You have to first break through Arsenal to win it. Arsenal is not going to be there to give it out lightly. Let no one lie to you. There are not going to be any light giveaways by Arsenal in this season. They are willing to put their bodies on the line to fight until the last minute of the game, of the season, because each and every player they've brought in has experience. Winning is behind their history, and one of those that had not yet won anything in his career, Declan Rice, just led his team to win what we call the UEFA Conference League. They lifted it. So no matter what happened in between these 3 players, it's all about Arsenal thriving towards the throne of lifting the trophy, either the Champions League or the Premier League. Julian Timber played in the Champions League thrice. That is it. 2021, 2022, 2023. 2 seasons under Erik ten Hag, and I think 1 more season, the previously concluded season, though they never got out of the group stages. That is Ajax for you. So when you look at Julian Timber, he's a player in making that if at all Mikel Arteta grooms him well, he's going to turn into one of the big central defenders in the world. He has won the Eredivisie twice and the FA Cup of Netherlands once. Kai Havertz, he has won the Champions League. He has won the FIFA World Cup. He has won the Super Cup. He's a winner. And for him, he's so special that he's the one who scored that only winning goal in the Champions League. And he really appears when time matters, when they're in big games. And trust me, Arsenal needs very many big game killers. That's it. Last season, I talked about Emile Smith-Rowe and why he was so much pivotal to the return into the Arsenal starting 11 because he's what we call a big game killer. And if at all you're having big game killers, you just can't fail to really win trophies. For example, I remember some of the seasons also had Thierry Henry, they had Robert Pires, they had Sylvain Wiltord, they had Roy Pala, Ljungberg, Dennis Bergkamp, right? Those were all big game killers, and they would surface from anywhere and really score a goal in a big game and obviously create the difference in between them losing or drawing and a winning. Sol Campbell, he was one of the big game winners. He could score those headers, in the set pieces when it mattered when it mattered most. He would put his ball on the line, see to it that his team does not really concede goals when it mattered most. So I really understand what really happened when this took place. And Arsenal have gone ahead to bring in 3 signings: Kai Havertz, Julian Timber, and Declan Rice. And ladies and gentlemen, if you support Arsenal, welcome Julian Timber to the club of Arsenal and Declan Rice, because by the end of this week, they are going to be unveiled as pure Arsenal players. That is it. Now, let's go to James Beng. James Beng is another one that's going to hate to really throw in a very huge story concerning this deal, and obviously has told us that Reiss Nelson signing new 4-year deal today at Arsenal. When I'm telling you that Arsenal have gone ahead to complete 4 deals in the space of 10 hours, I think this is what I mean. 4 players renewing their contracts and others coming in through is just fantastic that Arsenal has gone ahead to do. And Reiss Nelson is at London Colney today to sign his contract. Remember, he has been a free agent ever since the 30th of July, but Arsenal have gone ahead to convince him to stay at the club of Arsenal and is going to put pen to paper 4-year contract. That is it coming in from a player who many value a lot at the club of Arsenal, especially coming off the bench with his impact. And I read a story coming in from Charles Watts, former Arsenal correspondent for Goal, confirming to us that this lad, that is Reiss Nelson, was promised enough playing time by Mikel Arteta. I don't know how it's going to come about, because Arteta has shown us that he's not really one of those managers that is going to really making rotations. However much the reason was he never had good quality off the bench. But after adding on 3 players and he's going to sign more 2 or 3, where does this leave Reiss Nelson? That is it. Where does it leave him? Is he going to start every game at Arsenal? Is he going to get enough playing time? So let's pray to it that Arteta keeps his word, because even Eddie Nketiah, he never got the enough playing time he deserved. If it was not the injury of Gabriel Jesus that kept him out for 3 months, I never saw Eddie Nketiah getting the minutes he really deserved at the club of Arsenal. That is it. So as it stands, it's obviously one of those deals that you might be excited for, all about, and the other one is all about the young star known as Nwaneri, revealed to us by Fabrizio Romano. And obviously, it's official, confirmed. Ethan Nwaneri signed scholarship deal at Arsenal as expected. Arsenal won competition of many top clubs to keep Nwaneri, as revealed last week. He also agreed first pro deal to be signed when he turns 17. Huge for Arsenal and their project. So Nwaneri has gone ahead to really put pen to paper on what we call a scholarship deal, with a clause to obviously sign a professional contract with Arsenal when he turns 17. So guys, what other day do you want, you Arsenal fans? This is the best that you would ever want, getting in your priority signing as Declan Rice yesterday night. Today afternoon, you get in a very huge story coming in from a lad known as Fabrizio Romano and David Austin, confirming that it's a here we go for Julian Timber to Arsenal. And what other day do you guys hope to really get? So your thoughts on to full agreement reached in between Arsenal and Ajax on Julian Timber are welcome in the comment section below. It's a here we go, Julian Timber, 3rd Arsenal signing of the summer. What do you make about Reiss Nelson putting pen to paper on his new contract at Arsenal, and Nwaneri signing what we call a scholarship agreement or deal with a clause to signing a professional contract when he hits 17 years of age? Rokani David remains my name. I'm welcoming all of you in the comment section below to show your congratulatory messages, all happiness in the comment section below on Julian Timber, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, may Allah bless you abundantly, and may Him see you go through out into success after success. Ciao, ciao.